Genesis chapter number 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood, the sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Donanam. By these were the isles of the Gentiles, divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families and their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, Sabetech. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod, and he began to be a mighty one in the earth. And he was mighty hunter before the Lord, wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. And out of that land went forth Asher, and builded Nineveh, and the city of Rehoboth, and Calah. And Rezin went between Nineveh and Calah, the same as a great city. And Mizraim begat Ludum, and Anam, and Lahabam, and Naphtali, and Pathrasim, and Caslam, out of whom came Philistim, and Captorim. And Canaan begat Sidon his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite, the Hivite, and the Archite, the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. And afterward were the families of Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, even comest unto Gerar, unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, Zeboam, even unto Lasha. And these are the sons of Ham, after their families, after their tongues, and their countries, and in their nations. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born. The children of Shem, Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Mash. And Arphaxad begat Selah, and Selah begat Eber, and unto Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. And Joktan begat Halamadad, and Selah, and Hasmarveth, and Gerar, and Hasdoram, and Uzal, and Dekla, and Obal, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. And their dwelling was from Mesha, as thou goest unto Sephir, a mount of the east. And these are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, and the lands, and their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations, and their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood. Chapter 11. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. They said one to another, let us make brick, burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar. And they said, let us build a city and a tower, whose top may reach into heaven. And let us make a name, lest we be scattered upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. The Lord said, behold, the people is one. They all have one language. And this they began to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. Let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth. And they left off to build the city. Therefore is it the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old, begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years, and begat sons and daughters. Arphaxad lived 35 years, and begat Selah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Selah 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Selah lived 30 years, and begat Eber. And Selah lived after he begat Eber 403 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 34 years, and begat Phaleg. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Reu. Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Reu lived 32 years, and begat Serug. And Reu lived after he begat Serug 207 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Serug lived 30 years, and begat Nahor. Serug lived after he begat Nahor 200 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abraham and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarah, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, and the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarah was barren, and she had no child. Terah took Abram his son, Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarah his daughter-in-law, his son's Abram's wife. And they went forth with them from the Ur of the Chaldees into the land of Canaan. They came into Haran, and they dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. Chapter 12. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, from a kindred, from the father's house, into a land that I will show thee, and I will make of thee a great nation. I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. I will bless him that bless thee, curse him that curseth thee, and in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abram departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarah his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan. To the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, and to the plain of Moreh. The Canaanite was then in the land. And the Lord appeared unto Abram, and said, Unto thy seed will I give this land. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hai on the east. And there he built an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed, going on still toward the south, and there was a famine in the land. And Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land. And it came to pass that when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarah his wife, Behold, I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Therefore it shall come to pass, when the Egyptians shall see thee, they shall say, This is thy wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. So I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. And it came to pass that when Abram was come into Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman, that she was very fair. The princes also of the Pharaoh saw her, and commended her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. He entreated Abram well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen and asses, men servants, maidservants, she-asses, camels. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues, because of Sarah, Abram's wife. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, What is this that thou hast done unto me? And why didst thou not tell me she was thy wife? Why sayest thou, She's my sister, so I might have taken her to be my wife? Now therefore, behold thy wife, take her and go away. And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning them, and they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had.